Hey, welcome to this week's Mortgage Minute with Mitch. So we've seen basically 2 straight weeks of mortgage rates rising. We're actually at the highest point we've been since last October, but that's with 10 consecutive months of inflation coming down. So what gives? So a couple things kind of driving this right now, and just know this is not a normal market. But first thing I want to explain is what a mortgage-backed security is in the simplest way I can. So when lenders write a bunch of mortgages, they take them, bundle them up, and then they can sell them on the secondary market or the bond market. And investors can purchase these bundles and make money on them. So your 401k might even have some investments in mortgage-backed securities. So the interest that everyone pays on these mortgages can turn into profit for your retirement. Now, for the longest time, the Federal Reserve has been buying up these mortgage-backed securities to help kind of stimulate the economy and keep interest rates low. Well, this year, we've seen some major turnarounds. So the Fed has stopped buying these mortgage-backed securities, but in addition, the FDIC has an abundance of these because of the banks that they took over. So like Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, they had a bunch of these mortgage-backed securities. So the FDIC has been putting these out in the market. Not only that, but a lot of smaller regional banks have seen a little bit of a run on their deposits. So people are taking money out of these banks because there's other or better investments out there, or unfortunately some people feel like the banking system is not as sound, so they're just taking their money out. And a lot of these banks are being forced to sell some of the mortgage-backed securities in order to raise funds and fulfill these withdrawals that they're seeing. So the market's a bit saturated right now. We're seeing a lot more of these mortgage-backed securities out there, and that's unfortunately preventing the rates from coming down just a bit. Now, the other big factor is the uncertainty that with this debt ceiling crisis. So until all the children in DC can figure out how to play together in the sandbox, we have this looming over our heads. It's basically just a cloud following us everywhere we go, and that is not allowing the markets to kind of calm down and take in this news that the inflation numbers are coming down. So now I do want to point out that this is temporary. So this kind of flooding of the market of mortgage-backed securities is not going to last forever. Eventually that will calm down, and hopefully we'll get an agreement in place here for the debt ceiling, which will allow things to cool off, and we'll be able to digest these inflation numbers coming down, and then in turn we'll see mortgage rates come back down. So fear not, that is around the corner, and we should see a little bit of a relief here very soon. So as far as local news, we got a great weekend ahead. It doesn't look like we have any chance of rain. It's going to be just beautiful temperatures, so definitely enjoy what you can. But do remember, the reason for the holiday is Memorial Day. So, thank all the veterans but ultimately take a moment to thank the veterans that didn't quite make it, that gave the ultimate sacrifice so you could be here, so I could be here, so we can get out and enjoy a nice holiday weekend. Hey, as always, thank you for watching. Let me know what I can do for you, what questions you have, and we'll see you next week.